Well, good evening everyone, it's Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this June the 16th, 2026. I'm hoping everybody had a great Tuesday out so far. Hope everybody had a great Tuesday evening. Hope everybody can stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at potential tropical cyclone number 1, which looks to become Tropical Storm Arthur sometime later tonight or on Wednesday. And also take a look at the forecast cone from the National Hurricane Center. Take a look at the Spaghetti-O models. Take a look at the intensity guidance. Take a look at your local forecast as well for your Wednesday and Thursday. The current watch and warning advisory map, the Storm Prediction Center outlook for day 2 and 3. Also take a look at the rainfall totals and also the probability for flash flooding as well in your local forecast area. So alright, so if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe, and we got a lot to unpack in this video, and make sure you hit that subscribe button, also hit that like button, and also let's continue to get the show on the road here, folks. Alright, as you can see, here is the satellite imagery of this system. It's located right here, starting to begin to move off the coast of Texas. Now we'll continue to kind of slowly meander right up the coast. A lot of deep convection to the north and east of the center. You can see it continue to push on off toward the Louisiana coast. But you can see this is the system here. This is potential Tropical Cyclone 1, which looks to become Tropical Storm Arthur later tonight or on Wednesday. So here's the satellite imagery one more time. We'll bring it down just a little bit. You can see all the convection mainly to the east of the center, but you can see a little bit of activity trying to begin to on the western side of the center as well. So we'll continue to monitor that. If it gets a little more strength, could become a weak hurricane before it makes the Louisiana coast, but right now it's just supposed to become just like about a 40 to maybe 60 mile per hour tropical storm as it makes its inland approach toward the Louisiana coast. So alright, so let's move on to the next graphic. Here's the tropical forecast cone from the National Hurricane Center. Here's the 7 p.m. advisory. We're located near latitude 27.6 north, longitude 97.3 west. Right now, maximum sustained winds at 30 miles an hour. Movements to the northeast at 6 miles an hour. Right now, it's just a tropical wave, so not a tropical depression. But if it do become a tropical depression, it will become tropical depression number 1, and then Tropical Storm Arthur by 1 p.m. On Wednesday. But I think it should become that or sometime overnight. You can see tropical storm watches in the yellow here for Texas coast, and across the Louisiana coast you can see we have tropical storm warnings in effect there for Tropical Storm Arthur, which will become Arthur soon. You can see it becomes a tropical depression over central Louisiana on Thursday morning around 1 a.m. Alright, here's a look at the Spaghetti-O models here. Here's the center of the rotation right off the Texas coast, Texas into Louisiana. You can see it moves across the Carolinas. We do have severe weather. Could be some tornado activity, some flooding problem for areas of Louisiana over toward the Carolinas. So we'll continue to monitor that as well. Storm Prediction Center do have portions of the area, much of the area highlighted in a marginal risk for severe weather for day number 3 or 2. So that is pretty much your, that's day number 3. That'd be Thursday. So we'll show you that in tonight's video. But we do have a highlighted area for day number 2 as well. But that's pretty much across the plain. But we'll talk about that in just a few minutes. Alright, let's move on into the intensity guidance. Last night, you remember I showed the intensity guidance. It showed just pretty much just right along just a weak tropical storm. Most of the model now is beginning to pick up on it, become a tropical storm. Some even takes it to a pretty good strong category tropical storm, about midway over 50-60 miles per hour. So that's why I'm saying it could be a 40 to 60 miles per hour storm as it approaches the Louisiana coast. But here's the intensity guidance of the system. Okay, now we're going to move on into your local forecast now, and it should roll out something like this here across the board for your Wednesday. Alright, here's that severe weather I was talking about. Portion of Minnesota, Iowa to Missouri, far east is Ohio. Heavy rain, flash flooding in that vicinity as well. Wisconsin to Michigan, Pennsylvania to Ohio to Indiana, Illinois, northern Kentucky into Missouri, ports of Kansas. More flash flooding and heavy rain across southeast Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. Thunderstorms and showers for the Outer Banks of North Carolina through South Carolina to the Florida Keys, the northern Gulf to southeast Texas up to Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, southeast Arkansas. Got some activity in the mountains of California. More activity in Arizona, stretching into the state of Mexico and also into New Mexico. We got right along the Canadian-U.S. border. And thunderstorms and showers there as well. Montana, North and South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, Lake Herring, Lake Superior, Michigan to Maine, to Pennsylvania, Delaware, to West Virginia, northern Kentucky, through northern Tennessee, Kentucky, back to Oklahoma. A little bit of shower activity in Nebraska. Alright, otherwise, make dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Wednesday. Alright, let's continue to roll on into your Thursday outlook now. And it should roll out something like this here across the board. And of course, you can see the warm front, cold fronts, low pressure system, and high pressure systems as well across the forecast areas. Alright, I've got some severe weather. We're here from Kentucky to West Virginia, also in Tennessee, way up into Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, Northern Virginia. Flash flooding and heavy rain over here in Missouri, to Oklahoma, to North Texas, to Arkansas, to Tennessee, upstate South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana, east southeast Texas. Then we got thunderstorms and showers over here in Port California, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, into the state of Mexico, through Texas, all the way into Missouri, to Louisiana, to the Florida Keys, northern Gulf, Atlantic coastal water, to Carolinas, to Maine, New Brunswick, New York State, you're included, Ohio. More activity around on the Canadian-U.S. border, stretching into Montana, North and South Dakota, portion of Minnesota, Lake Herring, Lake Superior, Wisconsin, Michigan, Minnesota, to Iowa, to northern Illinois, Ohio. You're in some shower activity there as well for your Thursday. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Thursday. Alright, let's take a look at the current watches warning advisory map for your location across the nation. And we got flood watches set up from areas of Georgia to Mississippi, Alabama to Louisiana, southeast Texas, southern Texas. We have tropical storm watches and warnings right along the Gulf Coast states there, coastal waters region. Got some coastal flood statements and some special marine warnings and small craft advisories and gale warnings there as well. We got special marine warnings off the east coast of Florida. Some coastal flood statements up here around the Rhode Island, New Jersey area. Severe thunderstorm watches in Michigan to Ohio to Indiana to Illinois with severe thunderstorm warnings there as well. Hydro issues in portion of Indiana and portion of Illinois. Flood watches there as well. Wind advisory stretching from Illinois to Missouri to portion of Kansas, Nebraska to Iowa to Minnesota through North and South Dakota, Montana. High wind warnings there in the yellow. And also we have some red flag warnings in effect for areas of Washington, Oregon, also Nevada, Idaho, over to Wyoming, portion of southwestern South Dakota, western Nebraska, also into Utah, Colorado, also areas of New Mexico with heat advisory, special weather statements there as well. More special weather statements over in Nebraska, also in the portion of Utah, heat advisories over here in California, Oregon, Nevada, and some excessive heat warnings there in Northern California with coastal flood statements there. Also along the coastal area of California, small craft advisory, gale warning from Central California, Washington State. Got some coastal flood statements, high surf warnings around the Alaska region, northern areas of the Hawaiian Chain Island, northern Alaska. We have some flood watches and flood warnings there as well. Okay, now let's move on into the Storm Prediction Center outlook for day number 2, which is Wednesday. And it should roll out something like this here. We do have a level 4 out of 5 from Pierre to Springfield over to portion of Indiana. Level 3 from areas of Hanover, portion of Missouri to Fort Wayne, Indianapolis, also to St. Louis, Hannibal, you're included. Wichita, just east of Wichita to areas of Cleveland, Ohio, Columbus, Ohio. Slight risk, that's level 2. Level 1 from Woodward to Pittsburgh to Minneapolis, Tulsa, And then from Houston to Mobile, Alabama, level 1 out of 5. Alright, general thunderstorms elsewhere across the board, reported in Montana, to areas of the Dakotas, to Maine, to South Carolina, Florida, to Texas. Alright, now let's take a look at tornado probability. And you can see we have a high risk. We have about a 15% risk for large tornadoes around Pierre, Springfield, and Indiana. We have 10%, 15% there as well, 2% in the green, and we're green. We got tornado probability also along the Gulf Coast with that tropical cyclone making landfall in Texas, Louisiana, and also in the portions of southern Mississippi and southern Alabama. Alright, damaging winds rolls out like this. You can see 5, 15, and 30%, and this is where 80 to 100 miles an hour wind gusts possible from Wichita to over toward Cleveland, Ohio. Maybe some 60, 70 miles an hour along the Gulf Coast. Large hail. Pretty much up here you can see about 30%, 15 and 5, and a significant hail from golf balls to baseball size hail could occur with any thunderstorms in that region. Alright, here's a look at day number 3, which is Thursday. This rolls out across the board something like this. Alright, we've got level 1 marginal risk straight from Lubbock to Amarillo, Lubbock to Midland to Aberdeen to areas of Atlanta, Georgia, Columbia, South Carolina. Far north is Portland, Maine, excuse me, not Portland, Oregon. Excuse me, I got that mixed up. Then we got Nashville, Tennessee, Bowling Green over toward Philadelphia, Washington, D.C. That's a level 2 out of 5. And you can see general thunderstorms elsewhere in the lighter green. Probability rolls out like this. 5 and 15% respectively across the board. Alright, here's a look at the forecasted rainfall total out of potential tropical cyclone number 1. You can see we have anywhere from 1 to 2 inches across portions of the Carolinas so far, Georgia, eastern Florida, all the way back into the Houston area. You can see we got some about 2 to 4 inches in the darker green around the Atlanta metro area, Birmingham, Jackson, Mississippi, New Orleans, St. Charles, Louisiana. We have about 4 to 6 inches over here around Montgomery, portion of Mobile. You're right on the borderline of that. Even got some 6 to 8 inches possibly in some areas of southern Alabama and Mississippi as well. And as the system continues to push to the east, these rainfall total will continue to push on off to the east northeast as we continue to roll forward. Alright, flash flooding looks to be like this here for day number 3, and you can see from Corpus Christi to Atlanta, Georgia, this is a moderate risk. This is 40% or more, or at least 40%. You can see we have a slight risk at about 15% in the yellow and about a 5% in the green. So but as we roll forward, these things will continue to push to the east, so I would not be surprised some of these areas over towards Georgia, South Carolina could be in the red categories as well. So alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. We'll have more on this here as we continue over the next few days. Hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share the video. We'll catch you back in the next one. Have a wonderful Tuesday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got.